as an architect, you almost have to be a jack of all trades. You have to really understand and have a critical consciousness about the world that surrounds you.
You usually have a building sitting right next to the landscape. It never really blends in with the landscape or anything, so I kind of want to have a building that sits in the landscape, almost where the landscape and the artificial building work together as a whole.
The project was centered around the idea of building a laboratory for Lightworks. We were really challenged to question what a typical design might be and ask questions about how natural light might filter into that space to enhance it and make it a different experience.
This is a space for researchers that are looking at light as a topic, but they understand light in many times in a very from a certain perspective that may be quantitative and scientific. I think what architecture brings to the equation is a fusion of those two things. These buildings are both quantitative and scientific. They try to passively heat and cool and light the space. They try to save energy.
I was approached by the architecture department to say that they were aware of some very interesting work going on at the Poly campus with respect to light and energy. I was very, very excited about them finding ways to use natural light, because the activity at the Poly campus was very much about living organisms, about algae and growing algae for various different applications. So the scientists were personally engaged with light in a way that would make them feel like it was really part of their work environment.
The dialogue between client and student is important too, so that when we go out into the real world, we know that we have this strong understanding of natural light. It's so critical to the way a building functions.
The buildings in many ways act like tools that begin to reveal certain properties of light to people as they walk through, so that as you walk through the building, one begins to learn about light. When you walk out of that building, you know something about light intuitively.
Each one of us working together to understand the significance of a challenge that's placed in front of us. We work together within a collaborative environment to dig deep into these issues and to ask questions that haven't been asked before.